What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TDPHINSTAK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Good morning. Thank you for waking up with TD in the morning. Yeah, I know some of y'all saying, "Hey, TD, you're late." Yes, I am late this morning. When I woke up, my son wasn't feeling very well. So I was, taking care of getting him ready for school, and I decided to pull him from school today. Take care of him for a little bit. Now he's back to sleep, and I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and at least do a 30-minute show. But I thought it was a great time to discuss something that I've been thinking about the last 24 hours: the opinions, truths, lies, and deception. Miami Dolphins fan community. A lot of people have been hitting me up lately on like Instagram and different things saying, hey, the community is really torn right now, X, Y, and Z. And it's really becoming bad and things of that nature. And I actually agree, and I think I decided, I need to take this time to make sure I make some things clear to everyone. For the record, TD doesn't have an issue with anyone. Now, of course, there are excuse me, certain people that may have an issue with me. And what I do is try to just keep my distance and stay humble to myself. But I don't have an issue with anyone. I don't want anyone to ever think that I hate anyone. I will support anyone that needs me to support them. Okay. But I wanted to talk about the opinions, truths, lies, and deception. As YouTubers, we all have opinions. We all have opinions. We all have our take on what's going on with the team, what we believe. Our opinions are our opinions, and everyone in this world is entitled their opinion. And it's very, and sometimes, it leads to healthy debate. And everyone should be allowed their opinion. Now, my opinion may upset some people. Not sure why. Because it's an opinion. My opinion may get people in their feelings, and that's fine. It's an opinion that a lot of people may not like. But when my opinion is offending you, then that is not my responsibility. If an opinion offends you, it is not the person's responsibility to make you feel better. A lot of people disagree with me, especially whenever it comes to the topic of Tua Tagovailoa. Nothing's wrong with healthy disagreement, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't make me right. It doesn't make me wrong. We all have opinions. But what I found is that at some point, 90% of the time, opinions are always proven to be fact or fiction at some point. It's like someone saying, I believe Tua will not make it in the NFL. Maybe 4 years from now, he makes it, and that opinion becomes a factual factually incorrect. Or maybe 4 years from now, no team picks him up because they don't believe in his talent, and that opinion becomes factually correct. And the state of the Miami Dolphins community right now has heightened in anger because some of my opinions have not been proven to be a fact, but it's getting closer and closer to looking like it might end up being one. And some people are nervous. They're upset. And when it all comes down to it, they're typically upset because they don't want to be wrong. They don't want to be wrong. Now, when they get upset with me, please hit that like button, y'all. When those individuals get upset with me because it looks like yet again TD might, I didn't say that I am right, because certain things are starting to look like it might be getting closer to being right, but that still don't mean it's going to end up that way. But as it looks like it's getting closer that I may be right, some people aren't liking that and they're starting to lash out. They're starting to engage in warfare. And what type of warfare is that? It's the new warfare of of this century. And y'all tell me if I'm crazy, but this is the warfare that is happening in the world today. This isn't just our community, but this is happening in the world. Lies and deception are created to make people who don't know me hate me and form an opinion about me before they even meet me. So when I go in my Instagram post and people message me, bro, you're an idiot. I can't believe you're blaming the loss on Tua. And I simply reply, I know it's easy to just say, ignore those people, TD, but I don't like leaving my fellow brethren behind ignorant. I don't believe in that. So why do I respond? Because I care about them. And I respond 100% of the time. I respect you for feeling the way that you feel. But can you please show me where I blamed Tua Tagovailoa for our loss? And you know what the response is? Well, everybody knows that you did. Can you please at least tell me where I blamed him for the loss? Yeah, but bro, he only played 2 series. How can he be at fault for the loss? Can you please show me where I blamed him for the loss? Well, I mean, everybody say you did it on, your right after your stream Sunday. Did you see me do it? No, but everybody knows. Can you do me one huge favor and go watch the video and you'll find that I never did that. All right, bro. I mean, I respect you. It's just that, I don't think you should be spreading false narratives. Can you tell me what false narrative I spread it? Well, trying to put everything on Tua. When did I put everything on Tua? All right, bro. I mean, it is what it is. I'm just trying to help you out. Do y'all see the ignorance in these conversations? People will listen to what other people have to say before they do the research for themselves, and they will be blindly led. Blindly led. A lot of people are around here arguing and complaining about things that never actually happened. And it's sad. It's crazy. Jermaine, I don't know why you were timed out. I have no clue. This is deceptive practices. These are straight up deceptive practices. There is a whole group of people that hate TD and TDPHINSTALK because they've been told that he's said or done things and they haven't even heard me do or say them themselves. And those are the same people going on every platform saying, this guy here is a joke. This guy here is a clown. This guy here, blah, blah, blah. When in reality, they don't even have the evidence. Let me know, okay? They don't even have the evidence to back up their claims. And it's starting to get cancerous in the community. And then they accuse me of doing the very thing that I'm accusing them for. So let me be clear here to everyone watching. From day one, I have always said before we drafted Tua Tagovailoa that I would draft Tua Tagovailoa, but I would not draft him before the 9th overall pick because my evaluation of the quarterback position, my evaluation of the quarterback and his injury issues, I would not take ahead of the first 8 players in his draft. Whether I was right or wrong, that was my pre-draft assessment. I had already gotten a rep for being a Tua hater before we even drafted him because I said I wouldn't take him at 5. I would take him at 9. I would trade, if I really wanted him, I would trade out of the spot, get another asset, and get him at 9. I said I'm also concerned about his ability to process defenses. I'm also concerned about him being a one-read quarterback. And I'm also concerned about the fact that he had nothing but great players around him in Alabama, so you really can't evaluate him as a college player. And everybody killed me for giving my opinion. Didn't make it true. You can close the door, okay? Close the door for me, okay? It didn't make it true. It didn't make it, a fact. It was just my opinion based off of my own truths, my own evaluation. And people hated that. But I'm not going to change my opinion because people don't like it. It's what my brain formulates. And to this day, ladies and gentlemen, Tua has a problem reading defenses. Tua also has a problem with sticking on to his first read. And he is an injury concern. He's not injury prone, but he is prone to injury. Injury prone means your body's just always getting hurt. Prone to injury, you're always around an injury. You're like in a situation where you're always getting hurt. There is a difference, ladies and gentlemen. But all 3 of my opinions are still showing in year 2 for this kid. So y'all let me know. Does he not have some issues reading defenses? Does he not have issues locking on to his first read? Does he not have concerns about injuries all the time? Those were my pre-draft concerns. And now that time is moving on, they're starting to look more and more true. They were opinion to begin with. They're still an opinion now, but they're getting closer and closer to looking like the truth, a fact. They're still not a fact yet, because he still got football to play, and maybe he irons some of these things out and he just turns the corner. But they're starting to look more and more like a fact. And the problem is, back when I used to say those are my concerns, some people were so adamant that I was wrong. Some people argued with me, yelled at me, and was just so adamant. You don't know football. This guy is this guy is that. You are wrong. I can't believe it. This is an idiotic take. And now that it's starting to look like my pre-draft concerns are valid, not saying they're a fact, but they're starting to look like it might be. Now it's like those individuals are backed into a corner, and their opinion and assessment isn't looking very correct, and they're backed into a corner. And anytime someone is backed into a corner, they have to fight their way out. But if you don't have substance to fight your way out, people engage in the new form of warfare, which is lies and deception. So as soon as the game is over, and I say Tua's first 2 snaps were 100% his fault, they don't take that for what it is. They write a narrative, or they speak a narrative. TD blamed Tua for the loss. Something so simple. Tua's first 2 plays were his fault. Not even the play he got hurt, because that's another narrative going around. TD's saying that Tua got hurt because of his fault. I have said a million times the play that Tua got hurt was straight up the O-line. I have said a million times this O-line is trash, but they do not deserve 100% of the blame. It is unfair to put 100% of the blame on Tua. And here's what's funny about it. The O-line does not deserve 100% of the blame. They're trash, and they do deserve a large portion of the blame. But coaches, players, everybody has said it's a wide receiver, running back, a quarterback, the O-line. All of us have to blame. And I have steadfastly said the O-line is 100% to blame. Is not 100% to blame, excuse me. But these individuals are out here saying TD's trying to say Tua is the reason, which is just a lie. And those people who don't watch me anyway, they hear that and they say, man, this clown, they don't even know me and have never watched me. Man, I don't know this TD guy y'all keep talking about, but this guy must be a clown to say that. And they already formulate an opinion, and they carry that opinion. So when they first meet me, hey, bro, you're a clown, man. I can't believe you're blaming Tua. I can't believe you said the O-line is not at fault at all. They speak in definitives. So when we say the community is getting toxic, the community is blah, 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 this is what's creating that. Because I'm not allowed to have an opinion. I'm not allowed to believe something other than what someone else believes. And the result is attacks, lies, and deception. And it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. Because as people lie, show deception, and not to mention, ladies and gentlemen, it is so crazy that some people who we're on a first name basis and a text message basis, they'll say things to me like, hey, bro, nice to meet you. I want to apologize in advance. I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you apologizing for? Well, I just want to apologize because I had a preconceived notion about you based off of what others had to say. But now that I've heard you myself, now that I listened to you myself, I want to apologize because I was basically lied to, and I kind of went along with that lie and prejudged you, and I want to apologize. And I'm telling these people, bro, it's all good. I mean, it's just the state of the climate out here in today's world. And now we cool, we have conversations, all that type of stuff. There's a few people that have done that. But some people will never do it because they're so locked into the false narrative. They're so locked into the false narrative. They have something to say about everything that I say. And here's what amazes me over it all. If you don't like me, if you think that my opinions are trash, how do you even know about them? Are you listening to me? Why would you listen to somebody who has a trash opinion? That's like me going on YouTube right now and I'm hearing a guy talk about the Dolphins. And he's saying, man, Devontae Parker is the issue. He's trash. This O-line is the greatest O-line we've ever had. Immediately, I'm like, this guy doesn't even know what he's talking about with the Dolphins. I get off of the channel. I never click on it again. I don't even watch them. But that's my proof to you all that a lot of these people are my biggest haters because they stick around and watch something that they despise. How is that possible? Because it's intentional. They're listening to me to wait on me to say something that's controversial so that they can get notoriety and try to speak of it. They do this. And let me get another thing straight to those who watch me and support me. I'm not even talking about reason. I'm going to tell y'all that now. Because some of y'all in y'all mind, based off of some certain things that have passed, probably like, oh, well, TD's talking about reason, blah, blah, blah. I'm not talking about him. I am simply talking about all the individuals that come on this channel in the comment section. They go on Reason's channel. They go on Miami Sports Music. They go on Dougly Do Wrong. They go on K-Flex, and they go on Larry's channel. They go on everyone's platform, and they're trying to stir up the division. Those are the people that I'm talking about. They're the ones that are starting issues in this community. And when you call them out, they get in their feelings and they feel they have a right to be a part of your show because they donated to you. That's what they feel. Since I donated, I should have a right. And the reality is, this is the toxic behavior that's happening, okay? And it has to stop. Give me a second. Yes, sir. Sorry, that's my son. And that's the sad part about it. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm one of those type of people where I don't back down to anyone. So a lot of people say, bro, just ignore them and keep doing what you're doing. And I'm gonna try my best to start practicing that. But the reality is, I have to explain to some of y'all the reason why I do respond to a lot of that stuff. Because I know that I have a lot of young minds on the channel. Young minds. I have a lot of young minds on the channel. Y'all don't know how many 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds that, hit me up. Hey, I love watching your show on the way to school, X, Y, and Z. We have a lot of young minds in our community too. And when they read comments that are just lies and people that are coming for me that is just a lie, I don't care what my haters say. I don't care about their opinion. It's none of my business what anybody thinks about me. But I like to clear those things up so that those young minds could see the ignorance. Just like when someone says, I can't believe you're blaming Tua for the loss. A young person will come into the show and then they read the comment, man, TD blamed Tua for that loss? Their mind is automatically on a different path. And I say, when did I blame him for the loss? And once I can prove that this person is just back skating and like they have no proof, I know that I'm clearing up some minds. I know that I'm clearing up some minds in that situation. And I'm going to say this too. People have to stop making the subject always be TD Fans Talk just to have people support them. They have to stop that. They have to stop that. Because I don't know if certain people think that they're doing everything they can to take our team down. I mean, take me down, take this community down, but it's not going to happen. Because despite all the hate, and this is where you prove the value in this community. While they're hating, I'm looking in the camera saying to the 890 people who have joined this channel this month alone, welcome to TD Fans Talk. Once again, to the 890 people who have joined this channel this month alone, welcome to TD Fans Talk. So while they hate, we continue to grow our community. We continue to give our best opinions. We continue to allow time to tell us whether our opinions were factual or false. We continue to hear everyone's voice, whether we agree or disagree. We continue to have debates that are just amazing. We continue to be the home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. The real Miami Dolphin fans. You know, the real fans that even if our starting quarterback goes out, we support our backup the same, right? But for some reason now in the community, nobody wants to support Jacoby Brissett. And it makes me feel bad because I feel like over the next few weeks while Tua is out, there's going to be a lot of dissecting Jacoby Brissett's game. And I'm going to be one of those people. I'm going to dissect Jacoby Brissett's game the same way that I dissected Tua because it's only fair. But the attempt to try to show the value of another quarterback over one is where people are going to try to take it too far. They're going to try to take it too far. And yesterday I got in an argument with somebody who said, "Why would I support my backup quarterback? He's not my starter." You know how this goes. Nobody supports the backup when they have to come in. And I said, "You're a Dolphins fan?" "Yeah, I'm a Dolphins fan." "You're not a real one." I said, "Well, if you were a real Dolphins fan, I would invite you to TD Fans Talk channel because that's where the real Dolphin fans hang out." Because you know one thing the real Dolphin fans know is that in 1972, the team that we all hold our laurels on and pick at other people about, oh, the 72 Dolphins, the only team that went undefeated and won a Super Bowl. In 1972, our starting quarterback got hurt in week 4 or 5. And our backup came in and led us all the way to the playoffs and won 2 playoff games and allowed our starter to come back for the Super Bowl, and we won a Super Bowl. So if you're a real Miami Dolphin fan, you never discount our backup quarterback because our backup quarterback contributed greatly in the greatest season in NFL history. So once again, thank y'all for watching the show, and rest in peace to that backup quarterback. Rest in peace to him. I think it was 2011. He went on to be in heaven. If you're a real Dolphins fan, you would know that. So you would not be talking trash about your backup quarterback. So once again, thank you for tuning in to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Let me say it again. The home of the real Miami Dolphin fans, where we respect everyone's opinion. Yeah, we're going to argue sometimes. We're going to get down, gritty, and dirty, baby. But we also show love and respect over here, all right? Fins up. I'll see y'all later. Peace.